singing and the listeners, we see their numbers are going down. So what do you think should be done to popularize ghazals, and is really losing its charm?
See, to some extent, I can say yes, but let's take let's take the positive side of the story. Now it's like, as I say, time and change goes hands in hand. So one has to go with the flow. There was a change then, and there is a change now. If the change was then why not now? Then, if we go back in history, as I said, that when when the ghazal form was introduced in India, it already had gone through a drastic change, because the literature was so rich, was so difficult, as I can say, because the art form certainly has to go through the youth and the community, which they could relate to. So they made the amendment so that they can, masses can listen to the thing. So earlier there was a change in a way that it used to be practiced in courts. Well, we can say the Tawayef system. There was a time when ghazals were practiced by them only inside the courts, and later on, when the change came and the revolution of film industry, technology, and a lot of experimentation had been done. So then there was a time when a lot of experiments were done. So these were not untouched, and so there was a time when they also did some amendments in such a kind of singing. Not only the singing, they did the experimentation in bringing the Western side into it and other genres into it. It was, we can say, the genre is actually a light classical pattern, so it's not pure classical. So ghazal always gave a shadow of Thumri, Dadra, but then if now we listen to the pattern, it's more like a simple, easy recited song verses with simple light poetry, which the masses can relate to themselves.
As you mentioned that it soothes you, it relaxes you.
Yeah.
So with youngsters, do you think they are like adapting to the ghazal singing and adapting to the now? What should be done so that youngsters can come?
Take a simple example of portraying the things in such a manner, if I would be able to understand it to the public. A difficult subject, for instance, mathematics, everybody will run away. Anything difficult, people will not understand, youth will not understand, and they'll lose interest in that. So I think with that difficulty, with that complex in this art form, the musicians or the practicers had brought the change in that. In a way, they had simplified the lyrics, simplified the pattern, and even the style of singing also, so that youth can relate and get to know what actually ghazal singing is. They should know the literature. I think the soul and the epic of this thing is lyrics, the poetry. As I said, that it's a chain of verses. It's all full of emotions. It's basically, we can say, it's more based on emotions, the feelings, the lyrics. So the more in a very simple way, it will be portrayed in front of the people, they'll adapt it, they'll relate it to themselves, their emotions and everything. So I mean, common man is more important. So to make it simplify, rather make it, present it in a complex way, I think that would be a good contribution. And a lot of people have been doing it till times. If we talk about the great ghazal maestro Japjit Sahab, there was a silken voice. Though the lyrics were, if you pick up some of his ghazals, they were really tedious if you talk about the lyrics. But then every single person, every teenager, everybody can relate to his ghazals, because the poetry was very simple and everybody could relate it. And then, one should be amazed to know that people listen ghazals. Like, I mean, now the thing is that the pattern is the life pattern is changing. It's a lot of stress, anxiety in today's life, a lot of noise. Life is just people are going on and on and on. They're losing the relevance of relations, and they really want, now the peace is required. A lot of peace, which we can say music is healer. Music heals the soul. So I don't think there could be a better option opting a ghazal, listening to ghazal, sit down, relaxed evening, grab a cup of coffee and listen to the ghazals, and I mean, you just go in a trance.
And then, in your opinion, what should be done?